Jai Hind everyone, I Vivek Pandey welcome you all in Target Defense Forces. This video is important for everyone, especially for all the defense aspirants who are preparing for the upcoming SSBs. क्योंकि इस वीडियो में हमने एक मॉक इंटरव्यू लिया है देवेश कतलम का just before his final SSB in which he got recommended. So this is a very learning video, must watch till the end, and also do share your valuable feedback in the comments below. So here we go. Devesh, how are you dear?
I'm very good, sir.
Devesh Katlam.
So Devesh Katlam, most people pronounce it, but some people also pronounce it Devesh Katlam.
What do you pronounce?
Sir, my whole family pronounces Devesh Katlam.
Katlam. So can you please elaborate like what is the origin of Katlam? From where Katlams have been originated? Please tell me about that because it's quite new surname for me.
Yes, sir. Like the first surname, like we have an ancestral tree in our village, sir. The Madhukar Baba Singh, he is known as the first person, and he was from like Dantewada region in the Bastar, and he had been shifted to the central part of Chhattisgarh and being his family in Bhatagaon village, and from there the origination has started, sir.
So Buxar is in Bihar, right? Bastar. Okay. It's not Buxar, it's Bastar. Okay. So you are coming from Chhattisgarh.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me what Chhattisgarh is known for and what are the places nearby your place, exactly where you're coming from, to visit. And also tell me about the challenges that the people of Chhattisgarh are facing or the entire Chhattisgarh state is facing.
So basically, Chhattisgarh is rich in mineral resources, rich in forestry, and the rich in various other cultures, sir. Basically, most of the population of Chhattisgarh is basically the tribal people, sir. And it has got some of the biggest industrial plant, which is the steel city, like Latism Bilai steel plant. Also, they are very rich in the electricity. The northern part of Chhattisgarh, the Korba region, sir. A lot of coal is being extracted from the coal mines over there. And if we talk about the places where I live, the famous places in Chhattisgarh is Raipur, Bilaspur, and these are places which is 30 kilometers to 100 kilometers from my house, sir. And the places we could visit in Raipur is Marine Drive beach. Also, we have got the Bilaspur where we have the beautiful zoo, sir. And in Raipur, we have Nandanvan Zoo. And Raipur is like basically the capital of city and it is more industrialized. And these are the only small places to visit. If we talk about Bhilai, sir, from Bhilai, the Mameshwari temple, it is situated around 80 kilometers from Bhilai. And if we go even more, sir, to the south part of Chhattisgarh, it is very much famous for the traveling, sir, because it has got the Chitrakoot waterfall, Hirasgarh waterfalls, and it is rich in the forest region, sir. So we could have a good trip over there, sir. But if it comes to Bhilai, it is normal, a very established town only, sir. And the challenges the Chhattisgarh people were facing, so it is from a very longer period of time, sir. When we are a part of Madhya Pradesh, and when we have like separated from Madhya Pradesh, the main reason was the development, sir. If we see some parts of Chhattisgarh, it is not fully developed. It is still mostly the tribal area of Chhattisgarh, the south of Bastar region, sir, which is not fully developed. Education is not able to reach there properly. The development of roads, electricity, and the schools was the major concern. But if we see the central part of Chhattisgarh, it is a fully developed, well-established city, sir. And the nationalism was one of the major issues in Chhattisgarh, in the southern part of Chhattisgarh. So yes, sir, it is a challenge.
Okay, so you mentioned that the reason to get separated from Madhya Pradesh was the development. And please tell me in which year the separation took place?
It took place in 1 November 2000.
2000, right? So it's been something around 25 years or 24 plus years to that particular place, right? To that particular incident. So still, in these 25 years, you are saying that still the development is not there in some of the parts of Chhattisgarh. What is the main reason behind that? And also tell me, who was the current CM at the time of the separation of Chhattisgarh from MP and who is the current CM currently?
There is a time of separation, so the first PM was Ajit Jogi, sir. Dr. Ajit Jogi. He was the first IPS and IAF from the Chhattisgarh. And the current chief minister is Vishnudev Rai. He is from the tribal family and the first tribal minister of Chhattisgarh, sir. And the reason I could say because of the development, sir, because the development were not able to reach from the sectors of the Durug, Bhilai, Bilaspur. But these cities are very well developed with the formation of the Chhattisgarh, sir. And since these are some of the fastest developing urban areas of Chhattisgarh. But still there are some areas because of which they are very affected by the Naskar population, sir, in the Chhattisgarh. But yes, the recent operation is being going along with the DRG forces, CRPF, Cobra Battalion forces in the southern part of Chhattisgarh to like completely remove the Naskalism from Chhattisgarh. And yes, development will take place very soon, sir. And we have seen the recent interview Amit Shah sir, and Vishnu Desai, where they have promised that Naskalism will be totally eliminated by the March of 2026.
Okay, so what are the steps that government is going to take? What do you feel? Is it a right statement or it is a practical statement that is it practical that the Naxalism will be eliminated or can be eliminated by 2026? Please tell me about that. What are the steps that government is planning to take?
So if it, I'm not knowing much about the future steps, but the current ongoing steps we can take, like how the continuous operation and the battle between the central paramilitary forces, along with the support from the Chhattisgarh police and the DRG group, which is being made by the talented Naxali people only, sir. So these groups are continuously fighting against the Naxalism, and every day operations are going on to fight and tackle against the Naxalism. Although the steps taken is the reaching of these paramilitary forces deep into the forest and destroying the Naxali camps. So these are the current steps, and yes, the future steps could be the removal of these Naxalis from these people and giving them a new life, and also the establishment of education development to the people. And we have seen a result, sir. More than 4,000 Naxalis have been surrendered in the past few years, and also around more than 500 Naxalis have been killed in the operations. It is a huge achievement.
Please tell who these Naxalites are. Are they also the tribal people, the way other tribal people of the Chhattisgarh are, or they are having some sort of other demands or something else? Please tell me about the motive of Naxalisms or Naxalites.
The Naxalism is basically Naxalism is like ideology, sir, to fight against the government to have their own demand. But the people who are fighting as a Naxali, they are the local people, sir. They have been brainwashed for the sake of the money, because the government is not able to reach over there because of the criteria of operation. But some of the leaders who don't want India to be a developed country and Naxalis are deep funded by some of the countries like China and some of the countries who don't want India's development. So they are the local, but they have been brainwashed and they are fighting against the government. And anybody who fight against the national integrity of India, it's not good as a person, sir. But I would say it's better. More the ideology is very harmful to the nation, sir. That is being controlled by some of the leaders at top level whose faces have not been identified, sir.
Okay. Divish, now tell me one thing. You have also mentioned about the Cobra Battalion of CRPF, right? Please tell me, like, are you not interested in getting into the paramilitary forces or joining CRPF because you will be directly able to protect your own state?
Also, like, if an opportunity comes, I will, but since my more focus and more interest is towards the military curve, and that to the Indian Armed Forces, and I have cultivate my interest have been like a more dedicated interest or inclined towards the armed forces. But yes, the opportunity arrive, and if I'm not able to make it into the armed forces, yes, I will go there.
What do I mean by that? If the opportunity arise, please tell me about that. Have you ever applied for these examinations? Also, tell me about how can a person get into the paramilitary forces, especially how he can join CRPF. What are the ways of joining CRPF?
Firstly, I would like to say sorry, sir. Like, means not opportunity arises, but it is like if I'm not making into the armed forces by any god wish. मतलब अगर ना हो पाया किसी कारण वजह पे, so I'll be looking forward to it. But since I'm not currently I'm not interested because much more focus towards the armed forces only.
Tell me the difference first of all between the armed forces and paramilitary forces, and how army is different from CRPF. Explain me this thing.
Okay, so since the armed forces are coming under the Ministry of Defense, and these paramilitary forces are coming under the Ministry of Home Affairs. They are part of a central police organization.
How does it make a difference?
So difference is saying so. Difference is like army can go for the combat operations and engage in a war with the other country, and also they can give a response to the need into the national integrity and the internal security challenge. And CRPF can only respect to the internal security challenge lies within the country only.
So you want to fight directly towards the other nations, right? Or with the other nations?
My motto is not to fight with the nation, but to serve the nation and shoulder the biggest responsibility of the nation. So, one of the biggest.
So this responsibility is not big responsibility as per your own viewpoint. Is it like that?
I don't think so. Like, it is not the key, it is not responsibility. Yes, it is a responsibility. Every soldier who is fighting for the nation It entire
And what's the age right now?
currently my age is 23, sir. 28.
Till 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 when you will be eligible for CDS and after entries?
I'm currently eligible for the serious entry for the next 2 attempts and this attempt.
Okay. After that, suppose unfortunately you didn't make it in that attempts. So will you be eligible for other entries like SSS CPO or this CAPF Assistant Commandant examination?
So like I'm aware the serious entry games till the age of 24 and I have 1 year. And I'm very sure that I'll be making it in this attempt. And if I'm not in this attempt, will in next attempt, I'll work hard and will make it. And I'm not sure, but I think it was the age of around 27 year we can make it to the SSK TPA examination.
Okay. And what about CAPF Assistant Commandant?
APF also, I think it is 27 years for people.
27 years. Sure about that?
Yes. I'm not sure, but yes, it might be tough.
And
Because most of the government take up.
Desh, you have mentioned that you are quite inclined towards Indian Armed Forces. Please tell me the reason from where you got inspired, total how many examinations you have written, have you ever appeared for ND examination or not? Do let me know about that. If yes, what was the result? If no, why didn't you appear for that? And also tell me, what have you been doing after your graduation and what is your current status and how are you managing your expenses? Please tell me about these things.
So my inclination came when I was in the college. Till the final year of my college, I was the person who just want to take up a job and live a very good life. But what happened when I've been just was to complete my final year of my engineering in the 4th year? In the end of the semester, there was an induction program which is being organized by the HOD. And our HOD was the army personnel. He was the Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Krodpati, a retired person from the army. And he has shown us the opportunity about the engineers can also join through the technical entry. And from that very post attempt, the SSC Tech 52, sir, I had started my preparation once I finished my college. And this was it, sir. Once I finished my graduation, I started preparation for the defense forces. And the way he has taught us about the military and my preparation day, it is the motivation, sir. Because once I went to the Bhopal military station, sir, for my first SSP, it was the real motivation. I got to know more about the responsibility and the lifestyle of the army personnel, sir. What is the personality the army and the armed forces is giving to the candidates, sir. So this has inspired me a lot and motivated me a lot. And I believe, and my first attempt was a very much belief, sir, that I'm new for it, sir. And currently, I'm working as a software trainer in the Rungta College under the A&M Edu course, where we used to train students for their placement and their aptitude in the placement examination, sir. And also my
Which resignation you mentioned, what trainer you are right now?
currently, I'm a software trainer under the aptitude.
Soft skill trainer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what you have done in graduation?
Sir, I have done civil engineering in graduation, sir.
Okay, before we go to your civil engineering, I'm interested in knowing about your educational background. Devish, you can start from class 10th, like in which year you completed class 10th, what was the score that time? And also to let me know about from which institute you completed class 10. After that, while choosing subjects in class 11th and 12th, which stream you have chosen and why do you choose this stream? And what was the result in class 12th score as well as which school you have completed class 12th from? Also tell me your favorite subject in your school time and the subject you didn't like at all. Favorite teacher as well as teacher which was not able to impress you much in your school time. At that time, what was your aim? What you wanted to become in life? Just after class 12th, what all examinations you have written? Please do let me know about the result of those examinations too. And why did you opt for the graduation course, whatever you have opted for? Why didn't you go for any other courses? And also tell me about what was your final year project and what was your score in the final year? Basically, overall, like in the graduation part, in which year you completed it. You can start, please. From class 10th onwards.
Sir, I've completed my full schooling in the MGM Senior Secondary School, sir, where I completed my class 10th and class 12th from the same school. I completed my class 10th in 2017 and I scored 86%, which is equivalent to nice KGP. And I scored 79% in class 12 that I have completed in the year 2029. And after this, for my higher education, I moved to Pune and I have selected D.Y. Patil School of Engineering, which comes under the Pune University, and I have completed it in the year 2023 and I scored 61.3%. So the reason why I have chosen maths in the class 11th was because most of my friends were being going towards the maths. And when I had talked to my seniors, parents, they are told कि math student got multiple opportunity for the graduation, sir. So it was one of the reasons because of which I've chosen math. And also I was the average student who can do well in the math if studied well. So I thought it could be a good option to study math, science stream for the class 11th and 12th. And once I have finished my class 12th, I saw my performance in the engineering graphic. It is a subject which is very much related to the drawing stuff. And I thought that civil engineering is a subject where you have to do lot of drawing. And because I scored a good marks and my hands were very good in the drawing part, sir, so I thought let's go for the civil engineering, which would be a better option, sir. Talking about the exams which I have given after the graduation, sir, I have given two times PDS.
After 12th, like examination after 12th.
Class. Okay, sir. I have given the one NDA examinations. I have given just after the class 12, I have given one JE examination and CGPET examination. And only I have cleared the CGPET examination. And 2 years after the class 12, in between 2020, so I have also given the Delhi Police examination, which was like told by one of my neighbor, and I have prepared it for, and I was able to clear it also, sir, with the preparation part. But since I was in the half of the graduation, I thought ki let's first finish the graduation and I could much more better utilize the potential and do well in some other areas also, sir.
So which examination of Delhi Police you have given that you cleared?
But it was the Delhi Police Constable examination, sir.
Constable examinations. Like, but why didn't you join it? If you have appeared for that, why didn't you join it? If you were able to clear it.
It was when the results were out, sir, I was almost completed the third year, sir. And it was just a matter of 1 year to complete the engineering. And I was realizing my potential, sir. I can perform better once I take some of the more responsible positions.
So did you discuss this thing with your parents or not?
I've told, sir, like, I'm not joining it. But they were like, the government nowadays for a month, but I've made them realize that I have much more potential in me, so I can perform much better, sir. In the higher position, sir.
So what was the final decision of your parents at that time? Were they convinced?
Yes, sir, they were convinced, though.
Okay. Devesh, you have mentioned that you have appeared for Delhi Constable examination, you have appeared for ND examination, but you have mentioned that you got inspired in your final year itself. So why did you appear for the ND examination? And why were you not able to clear that examination? Tell me about that. And what about the JEE score? What sort of score you have scored in JEE? And CUPET examination, please tell me the full form of CUPET and also give me the roll number of CUPET, what you had at that time, what was the percentage that time, percentile that time.
Okay. Sir, like, I've given the ND examination for once, sir. I was seeing, like, got to know from my friend, and he said, let's fill a form where we can become an officer. But it does not tell me much exactly about the इसकी responsibility होती इतना अच्छा career भी हो सकता है. If I was knowing much more about that at that time about NDA, sir, I would surely have given with the full preparation, and with the full-fledged preparation, I would have cleared it, sir. So उसका पता नहीं था उसके बारे में, इसलिए my preparation was less, and because of which I was not able to clear. JEE examination, I found it a little tough. I thought that उतना preparation नहीं था JEE के लिए, because I was much more into the sports when I was in the school. I've played 2 nationals when I was in the class 12. Sorry, sir, 3 nationals I've played when I was in the class 12. So because of this, my preparation was not good for the JEE. And TGPET is a Chhattisgarh pre-engineering test, and the syllabus is very much common of the class 12. And because I was having a good preparation of the class 12 examination, so I was able to clear the TGPET. My marks, I was not going the marks, the percentile, but my overall Chhattisgarh rank was from 900. I was being awarded with the BIT College of Chhattisgarh, Institute of Technology, and the Guru Ghatidas University of Bilapur.
Okay. So basically you have appeared for 3 examinations, out of which 1 you were able to clear. And you have also mentioned about the cricket. You have played 3 nationals, right? Which game? Is it cricket or another game?
It is cricket, though.
Please tell me something about that. Like, why didn't you continue your career in cricket if you have played 3 nationals till that age? Because you would be something around under 16, 17 you would be playing, right? Under 18 you would be playing at that time. Please tell me about that thing.
So I've played and represented my Chhattisgarh till the under 19 stage, under 19. And like when I was in class 12, I represented for the under 16 open tournament in the Nagpur. And I've also played in that year SGFI Nationals. And I've once been to invitation tournament in the Prayagraj, Allahabad, which is being organized by the UP Cricket Station. And after this, once I was in the under 19, sir, I have joined the college in Pune, sir.
Huh. Devesh, now you have mentioned about cricket, that you have played cricket for the national level, right? Please tell me about for which, like you must have represented Chhattisgarh only. So please tell me about how many total nationals you have played, and also tell me about like why didn't you think of making career in cricket, and what was your aim in class 12th? I have asked you this question earlier also. Please do reply about that.
But when I was in the class 12th, sir, my aim was to represent India and become a cricketer, sir. But unfortunately, the circumstances were there during my career because of which I was not able to continue the cricket as a full career. I've represented three nationals, sir. On all those three came in the age group tournament. Along with this, I have played various invitation tournaments which is being organized by different states. Once I have been to Prayagraj for the invitation tournament period 2019 on the month of March during my board examination. I've represented three nationals in October 2018 at the Nagpur, where we have third prize. SGFI National in the 3rd January at Khandwa, MP, where I've got a gold medal in the SGFI National in the cricket. And also was I played in the Haridwar in the year October 2022, the under 20 nationals, where we again got the gold medal because of three nationals which I played.
Okay, tell me one thing. You have mentioned that there was some certain circumstances was there due to which you were not able to continue with the cricket. Please tell me about those circumstances.
So in 2019, for the engineering, I moved to Pune, sir, and I was playing my cricket for the Chhattisgarh. When I was in Pune, the less practice time which I was getting, whenever I get an opportunity, we used to play match it, but the practice time was not good. And because of this, my performance was getting reduced in the cricket, and I have to come back for the trial again, lifting the glasses and this carrying. Yes, during the trial, sir, I was not performing well, because of which that's why I was not able to make this team of the Chhattisgarh. And once I have not get selected in 2020, I guess, during the winters for the trials, in the under 19 part,
Devesh, please tell me one thing. Why did you go for the BTEC? Why didn't you go for the BPA at that time? You could have opted for BPA, right? Where you could have focused on the cricket part. If you were that good, as you mentioned that you were the part of your state team, if you are that good, you should have continued at that time. Why did you play it with your career?
No, sir. I don't think I have played with my career. The cricket was important for me at that time when I was in 2019. Along with it, though, my parents spirit that I must have a good backup in the education very proud. And they wanted me to pursue engineering once I finished the classes. But thought ki yes, I will do the engineering, but I will do the civil engineering. That is my area of interest, and I did good in the class group. So I opted for civil engineering, moved to Pune there because it was my favorite pitch that I must do engineering, and yes, education should be there, so which could be good backup once the career continues. And I think that was also a good decision at that time, which is going good currently. So.
Okay, you have mentioned your average score in 10th and 12th was something around 80%, but in your graduation it dropped to 61%. Can you please elaborate that part? If you were interested in civil engineering, why were you not able to score much over there? What is the reason of dropping down of percentage?
I think so. Firstly, it was the freedom which I have received in the Pune. So I was a boarder student for the first time. I was coming out of the house. And Pune was like a big exposure to me, so because I was finding different activities, different traveling opportunities, friend circle which have become very big when I moved to Pune. So these all the things I was really enjoying. I was doing traveling to different treks, different places in Pune along with my friends. I was enjoying all the cultural activities which is being present in my college. I was a part of Avirat group, which is a theatre group, and I was representing almost all the competition which is being organized in 2019. I was a part of the Karandak event in the BMC college. I was a part of cultural fest in AISMS college. I was a part of every interdepartmental events in our college though. So I think I've enjoyed a lot during my graduation, and it has shifted my little focus towards the other career opportunities also. Once the COVID happened, so my interest to see the world was totally different. I have shown some interest towards the YouTube video making stuff. I started making videos in that. Initially, I was making entertainment videos for the fun. Later, I realized I'm becoming a good speaker, so I started making vlogs, which I have also converted into traveling vlogs. I want to explore life, become more adventurous. So I also did a trip to southern part of Chhattisgarh, and I really enjoyed the life culture and the way traditional people of Chhattisgarh. I did a bike trip along with my cousins. a whole trip of South Chhattisgarh to visit various waterfalls, Chitrakoot waterfalls, Kireskar waterfalls. Visit inner part of Dantewada, which is the natural affected area. Experienced life over there. So in that year, in 2021, when the unlock happened in a very good manner, also made a backpacking trip to Manali along with two of my friends, and I planned the whole trip, sir. So my life was totally different. I enjoyed a lot in the third year also, sir. Very luckily, sir, I was the first student to get a job, sir, when I was in the final year. So I thought life is going good, and my focus was shifted toward the other direction. It costed me marks in my graduation, sir.
Okay, you mentioned that in the final year you got the job. Please, can you please tell me about how did you got the job? Was there a placement drive or you have applied offline, off-campus placement? Please tell me about that. And which company you got placed? And what happened after that? Are you working with that company? Right now you mentioned that you are soft skill trainer currently in some of the institutes. Is that the same job that you have got that time?
Okay, so so the main reason in which are help you to get a job, sir, it is a personality which I have developed with the help of different activities. I've also once been to a call center during the month of in the year 2022 from January to the April, sir. So I become a good I have developed a good communication and a good skill, sir. So these my activity which I've done help you to get a placement in the year 2022 October, sir. Initially, I worked with that company for the 3 months, November, December, and the January. But your understanding was not good, sir, because they initially they have told you they will be providing you attendance for the practical and the final year examination. But once I was there in the Bangalore, sir, they are told that once you are going back to Pune, you won't be getting paid for it. Also, the attendance we are you won't be getting paid for it, sir, which was the first. And also, the college was not giving the attendance for the month which have been worked for them worked after the placement in the Bangalore, sir. And yes, it was my mistake because I should have taken a return from the both sides. So because of which I have to focus my full toward the studies in the final year, I have to left the job, sir. And currently, I'm not okay with it, sir.
Okay, so that was the part. So why did you leave that job?
Yeah, that was a misunderstanding, sir.
No, why did you lose the job? I'm saying.
Leaving the job, sir,
Yes.
to focus on the studies part, sir. Because
But that time you have completed your final year, you have mentioned.
no, bro. When I was in seventh semester, I got a job, and in the seventh semester itself, I joined.
Okay. So what was the scoring class is in seventh semester?
It goes around 60%, sir.
In
Theory, but
in eighth semester?
eighth semester, 8 marks were around 50%.
So what was the reason of 50% of marks in eighth semester? Generally in eighth semester, candidates get more than 80% of marks in general in engineering colleges, right? So you were doing job in the seventh semester. Were you doing job in the eighth semester also?
No, sir, I was not doing a job in the eighth semester. But yes, sir, the misunderstanding had taken a lot of my attendance, and because of which I was not able to fetch the good marks in the practicals. And also, sir, I have got the 2 backlogs because of a job. I was not fully concentrate on the study.
2 backlogs in seventh semester.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you were focusing on clearing those backlogs.
Backlogs also were there, so my main focus was to fully devote it to I cleared it, but yes, my marks got reduced.
No. In eighth semester, how your marks got reduced? What sort of misunderstanding was there? Were you not attending the college on daily basis? Or what?
In the eighth semester, there was no such attending of the college, but the most of the attendance was based on the seventh semester. So
Okay. Tell me what was the final year project?
my final year project, sir, it was the groundwater quality analysis in the industrial area, sir.
Okay. What was that? Explain me.
So we were reaching out to different areas near industrial areas, points in the industrial area near the borewell or borewell well, and we were testing the quality of that water, whether it is fit for drinking or not, sir. Because lot of particular and the influent from the industrial waste get into the soil, sir, and it is affecting the water. And we have to test the groundwater, whether it is fit for drinking, the pH level is maintaining or not.
Tell me the name of 5 ships of Indian Navy with their length.
I should. The INS Utkarsh, it is having the length of 15.08 meters, sir. The rest 4 ships I could name, sir, but I am not knowing the length.
Okay, name the ships. Which ship is the longest?
INS Vikrant aircraft carrier. It is the longest and the biggest ship of our fleet, sir.
INS? Vikrant. Can you please tell what is the length of this, Vikrant?
But I'm not knowing the length.
Any wild guesses?
Oh, so it is more than 300 meters, sir.
And are you sure that INS Utkarsh is only 15 meters?
16.8 meters. Yes, sir. I've read about it.
15.08.
16.0.
16.
Yes, sir.
Is it a ship or it is something else?
It's a multi-purpose vessel, sir.
What is multipurpose vessel?
Multi-purpose vessel is that vessel which could be used for the various purpose by the Navy to recover the sunken ships, to tow some of the another ships of the Indian Navy which could be like damaged or need to be repaired. It could be used for the trials of the weapons like the torpedoes, the surface-to-air missile which the Navy conducts for the testing purpose. That ships are used for.
Please tell me one thing. Like how your professional knowledge is going to help the Indian Navy.
I think so my professional knowledge comes in the civil engineering. If I'm getting into the core of the designing stuff, so since I was very good at the designing and the architecture part during my civil engineering, I could be utilizing that skill set. Along with this, also I would be training. I would be getting trained during my academic training stuff. That 6 months of AC military training, I'll be get to knowing more about the subject. So I'll be developing the skills over there, and with that skills, I'll be definitely contributing towards the Indian Navy and the future development.
Okay. Now please tell me one thing. What are the recent news regarding Indian Navy? Tell me about 3 recent news.
Yes, sir. On the 16th January, the Ministry of Defense signed a deal for that 2,950 crores with the Indian Navy for the supply of medium-range surface-to-air missiles for the Indian Navy. As the second to INS Utkarsh, which is being commissioned purpose vessels, and the third and the biggest news which could be written on the colder editor. The 3 frontline warships, that is INS Devgiri, INS Ural, and INS Bakshir is being commissioned into the Indian Army, into the naval dockyards, which has shown the significant development of the Indian Navy and the innovation it is bringing to. Being INS Bakshir, it is the AI-enabled submarine, or the AI-enabled submarine with the cotton rock submarine.
Okay. You mentioned about a medium range surface to air missile, right?
Yes.
Can you name that missile?
So the missile name has not been unveiled yet.
Sure about that?
It will be, yes sir, it will be applied by the Bharat Electronics Limited to the Indian Navy.
Okay, Devesh, I want to know about the clarity between what are different type of ships. Something is known as warships, something are known as destroyers, frigates, corvettes. Please tell me about the difference between these.
Okay, sir. Like the destroyers, frigate, corvettes, all these are warships. There are a different kind of ships in warships which could be used to protect in defense against the enemies, and there is merchant vessels which is used for shipping, that is cargo ships, fishing ships. Those are different ships, and warships are meant for the wartime purpose or the defensive purpose. Talking about the difference between destroyers and frigates, both are used for the attacking purpose. But destroyers are somewhat larger ships and have more capability. Like they can use to launch surface-to-air missile, surface-to-air missile, surface-to-surface missile, and they have bigger missile capability. And if we call the frigates, they are the smaller ships, but they also have the same capability, but with a smaller missile. And in generally, if we see frigate is used for the anti-submarine warfare to detect the submarine under the ocean and destroy it. But if we talk about the destroyers, they are meant for the whole purpose. They can destroy the ships of enemy. They can destroy the bigger targets which are coming in the ocean region. Like they can destroy the helicopter or aircraft using surface-to-air missile. They can also destroy the submarines.
Okay. Devin, tell me one thing. You have given how many SSB so far?
Till now, I have given 5 SSB and all the 5 were conference bouts.
Okay, basically this is your 6th attempt, right? 6th conference. So please tell me what is the reason of getting 5-time conference out? You're not able to get recommended so far. Tell me in detail from first entry till fifth entry, what is the reason for your not recommendation? Please tell me about that. And how specially you have prepared this time, and why shall we select you?
So I would start from the initial attempt. I wasn't totally pressure, and it was my raw attempt, but my preparations were very good, sir. I was watching the YouTube videos. I was taking guidance from the like I was learning from the multiple episodes who are there in the YouTube, and I try to do the thing which is being told, sir. I was practicing CPDT. I was trying to take lecturate on various topics. I was reading newspaper to improve and give answer on the interview, sir. But since being a raw, sir, it did not work for me in my first attempt, and I realized it is much more about the lifestyle which you have to live, not just the assessment. So I worked on it and also like focused more on the psychology because I was not able to complete the old psychology test in proper time, sir. So I worked on it in the second attempt. Still, I realized that we have to write the story by talking to some of the other candidates who were repeaters. They told me you have to write about your life. You have to write about the imagination, a story you could think behind the picture. So I worked on it. I joined one platform because in my first time I met up Gota Hovis. He was a very good guy whom I met. He was my best friend. During which I to have met in the, during the speaking currently in the OTA gaya. He told me about the platform Target Defense Post. From there I have joined that platform. I improved a lot in the terms of like personality. I learned a lot about the armed forces from there. I made some good friends, others as well, who were like continuously supporting me and backing me. And from them, so I got to know more about this psychology. So I improved on the psychology. And also since I was good in sports, so I was doing good in the previous two attempts in the G2. But there are some things which could be done in the interview. So interview something like properly expressed nahi ho pa raha tha. So I learned over there on the Target Defense platform and I tried to implement it. But yeah, some or the other areas are there of the interview in the third attempt which could be done well. So I take guidance from the Vivek, so continuous guidance. And with the help of them, so I got in the fourth and the fifth attempt. But this time the load has been increased to perform. I would become more result-oriented person who focusing more on the result and framing the answer just to impress the person. More realistic, sir. Guys, so I have prepared. See, my profession was the same as my first attempt. He totally just focused on the natural water thing are there. But this time I focus more to read the things, get more knowledge about the organization, work on your clarity part, and also focus, practicing the things which were there in the test though. And this was all my preparation. And if one thing I've done extra so that the load has been decreased and I'm becoming a more confident personality in this attempt. So
Okay, it's like, what is this platform all about? Target Defense Forces, like it is an online platform, offline platform. What was that, and how did you avail this thing?
it is from both online and the offline platforms, sir. I have availed it for the online because of my other commitments towards my family and with my preparation, sir.
Okay, what sort of routine were you like having while you are having the preparation part?
Okay. So the current preparation or the preparation which I was taking right.
Okay, of the current preparation.
So since currently I'm working with the A&M Audico, my current preparation goes like initially in the morning. So I used to do fitness routine where I woke up in the morning around 5:30 and I go for a 5 kilometer run and then do some exercise. Either so 6:30, 6:40 was there and I come back and prepare for the day. I do uh, uh, preparing my clothes for the day, packing my bag, and then I took a bath. And by 8, so all the things were done, and I have to leave, do my breakfast, and then leave around 8:45. And then so around 9:40, I have to I have to start to take my class till 4:30, sir. And by this time, I got much more time because I have to take just 2 hours classes in a day or sometimes 3 hours. But in between, we have a lunch period and a free time. So what I do, I used to read about the articles of the current affairs, or sometimes I try to read about the organization of the armed forces. And once I came at, I go again to walk in the playground, or sometimes to long jump or high jump with my friends over there in the playground near Nora playground. And once I came back, sir, we have I do some snacks or sometimes I eat my dinner early. We have a session at 8:20 for the group discussion part, and also at 9, so we have a continuous discussion on the various things. Sometimes we have online lecture as night session. Sometimes we discuss on the current affair, or it's more regarding different parts of the SSB we used to discuss. Around 10:30 I used to sleep.
Okay. Now tell me, Devesh, one thing. You mentioned about this time you are prepared in this particular way, right? What do you feel that what is the biggest challenge, the personality challenge that you had to face? And if you feel that यार ये चीज सही हो जाएगी तो I will get recommended. What is that particular part?
I think the overall, if I tell about this attempt is totally free for me. Like not free, sir, but I'm very confident this time I make it. I don't have any like personality trait left over, or I have if I was there in the previous attempt, which was a load to perform well, sir. That was great. But this attempt I'm totally good, sir, and I think I will make it in this attempt now.
Why shall we select you, Devesh?
I think that it's my performance in all the tasks which I have done till now. I've given psychology yesterday. I've given psychology yesterday, and the today's first half of the PGT, HT were going good and going good in the GGO task. And yes, I think I'm doing well in the interviews, and that is why you should select me.
Okay, what are your backup plans? Basically, if suppose you're not getting recommended right now, what will you do?
If I'm not getting recommended right in this place, I think the app did well, and I will get. But if I'm not getting, sir, yes, I have the another SSB next month for the after. I'll prepare for that attempt. And even unfortunately, अगर नहीं हो पाया, कभी नहीं हो पाया, तो sir, I have my other plans also. Like I'm preparing for the SSC teacher examination, mains examination. I cleared the pre-examination and also the physical examination. I have mains on the 8 marks, so I'm preparing for it. It can be a good backup in the future. Also, I have cleared CGL this time, but unfortunately, I'm not able to make it, sir, because on the transcript chan I might it, but I have committed because of the tedious Navy entry. And if in future I'll be again clearing it and I'll finding out which is better.
So you don't want to hate your career in the civil engineering?
So civil engineering is something which I don't want to make it currently, sir, because I'm much more interested in the forces that uniform from which I.
But you will get recommended for the SSC Tech entry. Will you join it or not?
Yes, sir.
If you get recommended for the SSC Tech entry, will you join it or not?
If I get recommended in the tech entries, but sir, I'm very sure that I'll get recommended in the entry.
No, okay, it's okay. I'm not saying this thing. Suppose you are not getting recommended right now, unfortunately, right? Oh, you didn't come in the merit of this. If you're getting recommended SSC Tech entry, will you join it or not?
Will definitely, Bob.
You'll join. I will get.
I will be joining.
So, but you're not interested in civil engineering right now. You'll be dedicated to a civil engineering task, right?
Yes, so like we'll be dedicated to the core engineering task. Yes, civil engineering was a part. I'll be more professionally equipped with the civil engineering. But yes, there are other engineering tasks which is related to the military. You will be helping out the organization of the army in building, by building the infrastructure. So it's very good, sir, to support the army by being in the army.
Okay.
And I enjoy it.
Anyway, Devesh, now like I've asked you a lot of questions. If you have any question for me, you can also ask.
No, sir, I don't have any question.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
All the very best, Devesh. Do well in this particular SSB.